In the world we live in today, we have many problems. One of the main problems we have is the amount of waste people produce. The U.S. population are the main contributors to all this waste.
According to the National Urban League, 95% of our solid waste is disposed of almost filled landfills, and one of every two of those landfills needs repair so it won't leak.
We've got to find a way to reduce waste. They find things in landfills when they dig down to, with a coring machine. They'll find things from 20 years ago that are still whole, like hot dogs, like certain types of food, because we use so many preservatives. They're nasty. They're definitely nasty. But yeah, there's so much waste. We went through a whole 40-year period of using disposable diapers. They don't disintegrate. I mean, our land, it's a mess. It's a real mess. So. The fact that we protect them with liners is great, but where are we going to put this stuff? Where are we going to send it? Space? Are we going to pollute that too? This is a really tough decision.
And well, what do you think that should be done to reduce the amount of waste we produce?
Oh, I think a lot of companies could reevaluate packaging. We were just speaking before about that. I have friends that have visited from Europe, and they can't get over the portions of food that they serve in our restaurants, which also contributes to obesity. But we have massive portions of food that always gets thrown out. We have 2 and 3 packaging when we package products. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever bought a child's toy, and it's inside of a plastic box, and then you take it out of the box. There's plastic around the toy that you have to rip that plastic off, and then there's these little wire things that hold the toy to the cardboard, and there's cardboard. I mean, it is amazing how much we waste in packaging. Absolutely amazing. What we can do about it is to reduce it. A lot of companies could take a look at how they package, and restaurants could look at maybe serving smaller portions. I mean, there is a lot thrown out. I don't know about you guys, but I've worked in restaurants before, and wow, there's a lot thrown out. A lot. I don't know how someone could starve to death in this country, because there's just so much food that they throw out every day. It's really sad.
Well, thank you. Before we make any assumptions or judgments, let's simplify things to the root of the problem. First of all, what is one of the most popular fast food restaurants in the world?
It is none other than McDonald's. Let's face it, burgers are one of the tastiest foods ever made. But does anyone ever think about the amount of waste a burger or any kind of food creates?
Food waste includes leftover portions of meals and trimmings from food preparation activities in kitchens, restaurants, and food chains. Food waste is the third largest component of generated waste, and second largest component of discarded waste after yard waste. The amount of food waste generated in the waste stream has increased 1.2 million tons in the last 25 years. This is one of the lowest increases on percentage basis on any component of waste stream.
No, I didn't know that.
Partially, not really that much. It's a lot of trees.
I think you use those trees for, you use the newspapers for something else than just because most people don't read the newspaper, they throw it out so easily. So it would be easier to use the wood from the trees for something else more useful. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, you could better our planet with that. All those trees wasted on just newspapers that people leave on the floor.
Yes, but not proudly of it. Well, I don't read the newspaper, but my family does. That's why I'm saying not proudly of it.
We don't really have it come to our house, so not really.
Yes, I would. Because I don't really use newspapers, mostly my family, so yes, I would.
We do recycle paper, so yeah, of course.
Yeah, I have like tables and stuff.
You buy a lot of paper and notebooks for school?
Yeah.
Did you know in 1 minute 50 acres of rainforest are destroyed?
That's a lot of trees going down for paper and stuff.
Do you think our government should should they get involved to make us stop cutting down so many
Yeah, I
trees?
think they should. So many trees are being cut down, and I think people should if you're gonna cut down a tree, you should plant one, so they can produce more trees. and we live in a finite planet. We can't just go around and like go to different planets, grab their trees and bring it to ours so we can make paper out of it. But yeah, I think we should do something, create more trees instead of just wasting it all.
Do you think most of the populace is naive on the amount of trees like being cut down and like the amount of rainforests being destroyed?
I do think so. I mean, people don't really know what they should know. The government doesn't like give information about that.
So you think they should give out information?
Yeah, I think they should. I mean, people don't recycle like papers. Apparently, they don't know the damage, like the damage that cutting down trees is taking on the planet.
Alright.
There are many ways we create waste, some we may not even know about. Leaving a light turned on, leaving appliances plugged in when not in use, and the excessive use of plastic bottles.
Unnecessary waste happens every day, everywhere, all the time.
Some ways we can help prevent this from happening is
Recycling, things such as batteries, aluminum cans, plastic bottles, paper, and cardboard.
We could also donate our clothes to the Salvation Army, thrift stores, and Goodwill.
decreasing the amount of food we consume reduces the amount of food waste produced.
Using reusable canteens or water bottles also prevents the excessive amount of paper cups and plastic bottles that make up a big portion of landfills.
Our current way of living is unsustainable, and if we continue to live in this manner, we will ruin our planet.
However, we are all capable of changing. We can find healthier and more sustainable ways for production and consumption.
Killing people, dying, children hurt and living crying. When you practice what you preach and what you turn the other cheek. Father, 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 help us. Send some guidance from above. These people got me questioning. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love?
I feel the weight of the world on my shoulder. As I'm getting older, your people gets older. Most of us only care about money making. Selfishness got us following the wrong direction. Wrong information always shown by the media. Negative images is the main criteria. Infecting the young